Hi everybody, I'm back here with another video, and today we're going to go over the S&P 500 E-minis futures in today's trading review. And also at the end, if you want to stay till then, I'm going to go over Bitcoin and my predictions for that, because I really think there's going to be a nice price movement here in the coming weeks based on what we're seeing, based on smart money concepts. But anyways, don't take any of it as financial advice. I'm just a guy that likes looking at charts on YouTube, you know what I mean? So let's get into it here. All right. Let's get into it here. I'm going to go over to the ES market within here based on what we're seeing. I'm also going to go over here on my Discord chat and just show everybody what I saw this morning. So this morning, the Discord chat, if you're not in it and you want to join, let me know. Just leave a comment, message me, Instagram, Twitter, anything. You know what I mean? Just tweet me if you want to do that. Anyways, I'm looking at the buy side imbalance, sell side inefficiency down within here. And then we also have this gap up within here, which is the SIBI. Sell side imbalance, buy side inefficiency. So that's what those terms mean. So if we wanted to trade down here, we could get up into there. If we want to trade up here, we can possibly get down there. That's basically that if-then moments. So that's what I have there on my chart this morning, threw it out in the chat. And then I'm also looking at this. If price did want to work its way down within here, below these equal lows and hit here, we could possibly reach up in there. Or if price wanted to reach up in here first and then possibly come down within there. And that's what did happen today. I know ICT was live, but I did not trade based on ICT, based on his trade that he took today. I trade based on my own analysis, because at some point, the trader has to leave the nest and think for himself and make his own decisions based on what he's comfortable with. You know what I mean? So going over here to this time frame on the 1 hour, actually we did hit this gap right in the morning and we left those equal lows. So after that gap was hit, we have SMT divergence with YM. So if you don't know what any of these mean throughout the entire video, let me know, send me a message. So over here we have the three indices and we have SMT divergence with them. And what does that mean? SMT divergence is the higher high, and the lower high. So two of them are making one direction, one of them is making the other direction, and we're already bearish. So our higher time frame bias is bearish. And we already explained that. It came up to the red gap, and then it started moving down, showing willingness to go lower. We had the SMT divergence within there. So the good way to think about this is if you had three dogs walking down the road on a leash, and you're going in one direction. Let's say two dogs are going this way, and the other dog sees the squirrel. And it's like, all right, it's going to start running that way. So that one dog is going to pull you, and it's going to pull the other dogs with it. So if you're really thinking about it that way. So we're bearish. We have three dogs on a leash and one dog wants to go towards the squirrel. It's going to pull you in that direction. So you can see this one's making the lower high. So these ones are likely to follow through with that. It doesn't mean this one's going to fully move first and then the other ones are going to move with it. It means when this one's making the higher high, the other one's making the lower high, we can now have one more confirmation of a possible lower pricing. So that's what I was looking at within here. And then we had a shift in market structure, and you see the 5-minute candle close bearish. And when that candle closes bearish, that's when I'm like, okay, now we're going to get ready for a retracement, and then we can see what we get from there. Going down to the 1-minute time frame, we can really see what happened within price action. And price trades down, trades back up after the market structure shift, and we have these equal lows, and the NWOG is target. That was my main target within here. Price trades back up within this area, comes back down, and my entry was within here. ICT was entering within there, but I really like to wait for more confirmation, more gaps, possible breakers if those are another indication within there. Breakers are my favorite type of entries right now after a 5-minute strong closure, either bearish or bullish. After SMT, market structure shift, and then you got your bias, your draw on liquidity, where's it going to? So yeah, within there, and then we go down to the 30-second time frame within here. This is where my entries were within this area within here, and then trades down. Take 90% of the trade off here, and then the rest down here. Not financial advice. If you're doing any of this, think of it as paper trading. When I say take the trade, I mean paper trading. That's what I mean. Fake money. Because I can't give financial advice. Anyways, after we see that happen, we can then basically anticipate price to either move lower or go higher. Because the target was hit. I don't know what's going to happen. I don't have a crystal ball. I just have pattern recognition with a bias of why it's going to do it. Like I know why price is going to move based on statistical patterns and whatnot. So basically price comes up within here, trades back down, and then consolidates. It hits the BISI. That was a very, very big key to me. So this hit the BISI, and then you look at these other indices as well, where they all trade down. They all trade down with it. And when we hit the BISI on S&P, let me pull it up right here. This was traded down within here. This was traded down within here. And then we can even look at these higher time frames. Look at the 30-minute. We have more SMT divergence. Give it a second. If you want to pause the video and look for the SMT divergence yourself, you can. Anyways, I'm going to get into it here. So we have a low here, and then a higher low. a low here, and a lower low. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. This made the higher low, so the dog is pulling in this direction. You can even see that NASDAQ is doing it too. And we're bullish, so it doesn't need to just be one dog that runs away. It could be both two dogs, but one's showing willingness to do something else. You know, this one's already weaker, be determined in the morning. Getting back over into price action, this is what we're seeing here. That price did trade up higher within this area, came back down, retested this area within here, and shifted up. And now it's like, this is part of my strategy too. What's the 15-minute looking like? What's the 5-minute looking like? We're starting to see that this is very bullish right here, this 15-minute candle closure. And then we come up within here. Where's the buy side liquidity? So you're always got to ask yourself. I even have notes written down here. These are some tips I keep in front of me. It's like, what are we likely to do? Like, what is price likely to do right now? Is it to go bullish or go bearish? One, we have the lower lows made here. We hit the BISI. 2, we're starting to see bullish closures, break of structures. 3, we have buy side liquidity up here. There's a lot of stop losses for the morning up here. And 4, we're already bullish on the 1 hour time frame. You can just see all these doing. And now it's like, what do you see? Like, you just got to keep asking yourself, what do you see? Like, over and over and over again, every 5 minutes, every minute. Like, what do you see? What do you see? What do you see? How long can you go without taking a trade so you can be patient waiting for the next trade? You know what I mean? So it's all of this stuff lining up to make you a successful trader, paper money, like I said before. But how can we do that? You know what I mean? So we break up higher on something like this. Like, this is what I was looking at. There was SMT divergence here again with YM. So what does that mean? SMT divergence, go back and rewind it if you need to. We have the lower low made here, but we have a higher low here. And we're going bullish because we hit the BISI on the 1 hour. So we hit the BISI, that's a light bulb. Light bulb lights up. Break of structure, another light bulb. We have bullish 5-minute candle closures and bullish 15-minute closure, another light bulb. Buy side liquidity, another light bulb. Now what can we do? What are our entry techniques? Breaker, order block, fair value gap, volume imbalance. What can we look for? You know what I mean? Like that's kind of like the situation here. It's like, what can we look for? Boom. Smack that bitch. Take her up to the high. You know what I mean? It's sorry if your kids are near you, but anyways, that's just what happened there. Takes the high, shifts right back down. More SMT divergence as we were showing you earlier on this time frame in the 30-minute back with YM right here. Boom. Boom. Higher low. Boom. 15-minute, 5-minute closures. Boom. Retracing to here. Boom. Retracing to here. Boom. Another buy side target. You know what I mean? Why would this one be better than this one? You know what I mean? Like, how do you know, Adam? Which one do you take? It's really just experience. Like, what are you seeing? We have a 5-minute inverse BISI. Okay, there's a lot of stuff going on here. That's a 5-minute inverse BISI within here. We come up, we trade up, we have all these 5-minute closes. We hit this area before taking this high. Notice over here, we come up, we never had any big retracement in the 5-minute. We came up and took the high, the internal high, after a quick sharp move. Quick sharp move, a little accumulation down here, shifts up. If you really want to be aggressive, there's some entries down there. I'm not going to get too much into them. Go study them yourselves in the 1 minute. But this trade for me up here, the short, was enough for me. I don't need every trade. I'm disciplined. You know what I mean? I'm disciplined. I don't need to take everything. But this takes this high. And now we're in this breaker up here. Above this, like this breaker was an order block. Shifts down. It's now a breaker when we're above it. And it shifts down here. Notice this. Where it stops right before the high, it shifts up. 5-minute bullish closures. We're above the high. Fair value gap. Order block. 2-minute time frame. Volume imbalance. Like, I already reviewed the entire day. I print off all my charts every day and I write down. I spend 30 minutes writing down with a pen on the chart, on the paper, explaining what I see and why I see it and why price is doing what it's doing. I don't explain like, oh, I should have done, I should have that. No, I write down what price is doing and why it's doing it. Anyways, back into this. So look at the shift up here and then the retest of volume imbalance on the breaker within a macro time frame. The 250 to 310, and then we have the 315, which is the real macro. But look at all these cheeks getting clapped right here. Everybody that was shorting up here and had their stop loss up here, oh, this is a resistance, gets their cheeks clapped with the freaking afternoon algorithm. They see that shit. You know what I mean? They see that shit. They want you. But that was the ultimate target. But after this, you see these closures and these order blocks. Boom, green light. This right here, copy this shit right here. Copy this. Does this look similar? If it comes down and it starts trading up, why wouldn't you want to wait for like another like break up and a retest for more confirmation? Why would you not want to wait for that? You know what I mean? Like, why not wait for one more fair value gap in this to have real confirmation they were to rip up here. Because if you really did wait and you really were patient, this is like a no man's land game. Like, I do talk about institutional order flow entry drill. I know ICT talks about it. He can probably explain it a little better, but this is just not high probability to me. You know, like, we still have more room to come down. This just happened so fast, and we have room to consolidate and sit in the hands right now. Like, we have nothing to do in this area. Over here, it's a little bit more determined, like a lot more bullish closures on the 5 minute, the retest before, and then it comes up into there. And then also this breaker within here after the SMT divergence, the breaker within here, the target up to smack this high here. So there's a few different entries today. There's more within here, but that's basically what I saw. If you want to go over to Bitcoin, this is kind of what we saw here on Bitcoin today. Kind of upset with like what's going on right now. I mean, I'm not upset. I'm just like annoyed because I do my best to not have emotions, but it's like, okay, you're in a big buy here, and then it comes up here, you take half your position off, and then you're holding the rest to go hit like 36K or whatever. And it just comes out, hits you at break even right here. I mean, it is what it is. Shifts up again. Possible entries to get up into here right now. I mean, if it does hit up into here, cool. But we had the same situation. It came down to the 1 hour BISI within here. So I'm going to get more into this part of the video about my higher time frame bias of Bitcoin, but it does trade down into here, shifts up, and I'm looking within here within an accumulation. So shift to market structure above this high, retrace down in the BISI, and now we're looking for this high and possibly even continuation from there. And that's why I was looking at the 15-minute time frame, looking at these rejections and really being patient. After these rejections, these bullish closures, retest down in here within the rejection block and the wicks, and then we shift up on the 5-minute time frames, boom, institutional order flow entry drill, boom. Entries within here and within here. After this break of structure, targeting up within here and up within here, and then partials up within there. Like, we went over that in my chat here today as well. We were talking about Bitcoin a little bit. There's a short from this morning. There are the buys from this morning down within here, up within here. Institutional order flow entry drill when we were down here before we even hit that high, and then boom, we just rip up from there. You know what I mean? It was definitely a nice day. Entries were all down within there. But that's just what we were looking at here, and now we're starting to shift higher. So higher time frame bias. What are we going to see? I think on the let's go to the monthly time frame first. We have the BISI. We have trade down below this low, shift to market structure above here, came down within the BISI, and now we're trading up. We have a SIBI up here, so it's like, okay, sell side. Now we got to go hit buy side, shift to market structure. Now we have a SIBI for imbalance. I think it's very likely that we reach up in here at some point. Okay. Very likely that we reach up into here and then basically just go from there. Like, it's clear as day. What would change my bias for me? Okay, so this, everybody and their mom is like, all right, we're high. Let's come down. Let's come down from here. No. If we keep breaking up higher, it's likely to go up. It could even wick down here and do something like this, but even still go higher. You know what I mean? Until it really does something like even like this. There's a bunch of different ways to do it, but like once it like starts like really breaking down and accumulating, I'm not bearish until it really starts breaking big structure. You know what I mean? Like, this is just nothing to me. You know, like, everybody thinks that, oh, this resistance is coming down. No, like, look at the bigger picture. We are bullish. ETH has SMT divergence hitting the BISI from March 17th, where March 17th on Bitcoin is left open. A lot of people, even some of my friends, are saying like, okay, why is Bitcoin not gonna come down here and then go up? Because like, look at ETH. ETH already did it, and people don't know about SMT divergence. You know what I mean? Like, ETH did it doesn't mean Bitcoin has to do it. It's all algorithmically like coded. So why would smart money want people to start loading up? People are expecting the retest of this high to happen. You know what I mean? Break and retest. Like, no, it's break, institutional order flow, entry drill on a breaker, shift up, and don't let anybody get back in. And by the time they get back in, it's above this high where it breaks and retests this high where it starts possibly shifting back down again. It's like too late. You know what I mean? So that's just kind of how I'm seeing it. Like, my last video I talked about, this was great entry, and I am stacking some within here, but I'm a lot lighter now. You know what I mean? I'm not going heavy. Like, my biggest positions are within down here when these 4-hour wicks were rejecting down within this area. But this is just what we're seeing now. You know what I mean? So it's really, if we're waiting, I want to see another nice break higher. So this is where I'm going to be looking for candle closures to really close bullish. Close nice bullish, big bullish dildo candle closure up here, and then a retest on that candle. Maybe we can see something up within here, up within this SIBI, up within there, this red box. So I'm thinking anywhere between 32 to like 38K. Like, I mean, 38K is kind of pushing it, but you want to go 50%, let's just say like 35-ish. I'm not going to bet anybody money, but like I'm risking my own, you know what I mean? Not financial advice for anybody. If you do anything, do it out of your own consideration of paper trading money, you know? So yeah, this is just what I'm seeing here. Go back over to the S&P 500, like what can we possibly see? Short-term targets up here, the SIBI, up within here, maybe fill this in. Maybe we hit the 50% of the the 1 day candle right here. And then even possibly up here if we do really start ripping, you know what I mean? But even up above this high, I don't know if we're going to reach up here. I don't know anything. Like, that's up to you guys to decide, like, on your own thing. No one has a crystal ball. I just see a future projections based on historical, like, past experience, plus how it just, like, proves out over time. You know what I mean? But if we do reach up in here, I'm going to look for an accumulation to possibly work its way back down, or if it does want to continue bullish and complete rally, you know what I mean? There's always going to be opportunities. Just got to trust yourself to look for something, you know what I mean? But that's just what I see there, and I'm going to wrap this video up here. So if anybody wants any questions, if you want to join the group chat, at me on Twitter, do whatever you got to do. But yeah, thank you guys. Love you all. Take it easy. Don't lose any money. Not financial advice. Don't hurt yourself, okay? Don't hurt yourself. Everything you do financially is on your own, all right? Take it easy.